supported by Commissioner Dopp. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Ayes have it.
Motion carried.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't use this thing. Actually, it works sometimes. Technology is terrible.
It took a minute for it to come
Yeah,
up on the screen.
it
but
sure
now
did.
it's there.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
So, next item, Madam Clerk. Thank you.
Oh, there it is.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Okay, next item, Madam Clerk.
Moving to item 2, under new business, requesting commission approval of amendment 2 to a 5-year global license support and services agreement with Walters Kluwer Financial Services for the Office of Legislative Auditor General to continue using Teammate Plus audit software for its electronic audit management process, including electronic work papers.
Okay, if it's okay with the committee members, I'd like to flip those two items and take the second one first. Is it okay, Madam Chair? I mean, Madam Auditor General.
Yes, and that's the one that was just read.
All right. So having said that, I would like to introduce General Auditor General Marcy Cora, her staff, and her guest. Welcome.
Marcy Carl, Auditor General, and then I'll have my managers introduce themselves, just so for the record.
Will Hamner, Audit Manager.
John Kellett, Audit Manager.
Welcome.
This item before you is an agreement, amendment number 2. This is to add $8,085. It was inadvertently omitted on our agreement from May 2023.
Okay. And that's it? Okay. Can I get a motion from the
We got it.
geez, oh, Pete. This thing is not working. No, it still isn't working. It
Easy
is-
day, easy day.
No, come here and look at it. It's not working.
No, you're the chair. You can see us here too.
Oh, I'll have to look up there. All right, so it's been moved and supported. All those in favor?
Yeah, we want you to have that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Motion carried.
Next item, Madam Clerk. Thank
Moving
you.
back to item 1, under new business, discussion on the Office of Legislative Auditor General's 2024 audit work plan.
Okay, please proceed, Ms. Cora.
I thought I'd come to the audit committee meeting with our managers just to discuss as we're starting to formulate our audit plan for 2024. As many of you have, you should have received a communication from our office asking for input on any programs or areas concerned that you'd like us to consider for the audit plan. We requested the responses by December 8th. If you need additional time, please take whatever time you need, because we won't present the plan to probably the second meeting in January. We also send out the communication to all the elected officials and department heads, along with a risk assessment questionnaire. On the questionnaire, we ask them to assess their areas for complexity of operations, any outside interest or public exposure, regulatory and compliance areas, management employee turnover and reduction of staff, and also their control environment. We ask that they also look at their areas of their operation to see where they think their greatest risks are, and if they would like us to review it and look at their control environment. We're working with Darcel Brown and Janelle Allen to facilitate the returns of the risk assessment questionnaires from the department heads, and they've been very good with making sure we get them back timely. If we don't receive them by December 8th, a second request will go out to the department heads and elected officials. Once the responses are received, our OAG leadership will get together, we'll assess the areas of risk and help develop the audit plan from there. You know, philosophy I've always had is that we're one county, and I hope that the other departments and elected officials will use our office in areas where they have a concern. Let us come and look at their areas to see if there is an area of concern where we can maybe help them enhance their control environment, because we'd rather find an area that has weak control environment before something happens and becomes a public exposure. And that's really all I have, unless there's any questions regarding how we develop the audit plan. If either manager would like to, any input?
No.
Is there any, okay, Commissioner Kling?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, Madam Auditor General. Do you have
like a punch list from last year's plan, like these are the ones we did. These are the ones that are kind of shifting down that we'll look at this. Cause if you have something simple like that, you can send us, it'd be good for me to go through that. And see
Sure, I could send you a
what was completed last year, what are the. Cause we had more projects on there than.
That's what I was
you
gonna
had
say.
time.
We always put in more projects than we know we're able to
And so
do.
I'd like to look at that again too, to see, as far as me, are those priorities before I just start sending you like.
I will send
Well,
out last
ideas.
year's plans and I will code it, the ones that have been completed and the ones that will roll
That would be
forward to this
great.
year.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Anything further from commissioners? Nothing? Okay,
And it's just one more point too,
Sure.
once we develop the audit plan and we submit it to the commission, please also, if there's any concerns throughout the year that you have, please contact our office because we need to address whatever risk there is in the county, so the plan may change.
okay. So, that's it, Ms. Carl?
Mhm.
Okay, Madam Clerk, next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Tim, you got anything else in front of us? Okay, nothing else. Okay, there is none. So next item.
G, public comments.
Is there anybody from the public like to comment? Taylor City Councilman Butch Ramick, you have anything that you'd like to comment on?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else from the public like to comment? Last time, anybody else from the public would like to comment? Okay, next item, Madam Clerk.
Adjournment.
Is there a vote?
So move.
Been moved and supported. All those in favor?